Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a review for you guys all on this Almay Smart Shade Skin Tone Matching Makeup. Mine is in 100 Light. This is what it looks like. And it's just like a little squeeze tube. Nothing super fabulous or anything, but this comes with 1 fluid ounce, and I think it was $12.99 at Ulta. So it's not honestly cheap necessarily. I just wanted to give you guys my opinion and show you how it applies and all of that stuff. So I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. I'm going to prime my skin. I don't feel like I have to prime, but recently I have been really enjoying this primer. I rediscovered it in my collection and I've been obsessed with it. It's the NYX Photo Loving Primer. Now, something to just keep in mind with my skin, I have dry skin, normal skin. It doesn't have any dry patches right now, but it can in the winter, or if I'm using a product that, you know, breaks me out or is too drying. I think I've used this like 4 times or so, and I've definitely formed a little bit of an opinion on it, but I wanted to show you guys how it applies first. One thing I want to mention, this thing is stuffed with product, and I just opened my cap, I wasn't squeezing this, and some fell into the table. One thing I want to mention also is that this is hypoallergenic, so that means if you have sensitive skin, this probably won't break you out. I normally take like this much, like where my finger normally bends, I'll kind of go a little bit more up and then take that much. I don't know why, but that's just how I apply it. And all I do is gently rub it between my fingers, kind of dab it on. Now it comes on in this like white lotion moisturizer looking thing, but as you rub it in, you'll see that it has a little bit of coverage. Now this is not something that is going to give you Estee Lauder double wear type of coverage. This is not super full coverage at all, but it is nice if you have decent skin, or even if you know, just want a little bit of coverage, doesn't matter what your skin looks like. This is, I would say, pretty good for that. Now I have found that the lightest shade, which is the one I have, is a little dark. Now I know this is supposed to be like skin matching makeup, but the thing is, it already comes with pigments in it. It's not that revolutionary where it literally adjusts to your skin. So as you can see, I will just include a side-by-side of me just talking about whatever I was talking about earlier. My skin does look a little bit better. It's nothing like insane, but it is just a tad bit more even. I normally have redness like right here, as you probably saw. I have some redness right here, redness around my nose. The nose doesn't get covered as much. So if you are like me and you'd like to go back in and just add a little bit more, all I do is take a tiny bit of my finger. This is what the product looks like, by the way. It has little tiny beads in there, as you can see. So I'm just going to put that around my nose. And how I found out about this product was actually from Tati, Glam Life Guru. If you know about her, she was talking a lot about this product. And honestly, I've tried BB creams before. I think actually just one. Yeah, but it broke me out like crazy. It just made my skin super dry feeling. So you got a tiny bit more coverage, but it's nothing, like it's not full coverage. And I was hoping that since this claimed to be hypoallergenic, it wouldn't affect my skin like how the other one did. Now I know this isn't like technically a BB cream. They don't really call this a foundation or a BB cream. They just call it makeup. So I personally use this more as a BB cream type of deal. It has SPF 15, which I think that's a good amount considering it's a makeup product. So this is what my skin looks like now. It does feel slightly tacky, kind of like you put sunscreen on. Like that's kind of what this reminds me of, like sunscreen with a little bit of color to it. Also, what I like to do is just take a tiny bit down the neck, because I feel like throughout the day, this does oxidize the smallest amount. Just, I don't know if it's just me or, I mean, I don't know, but I feel like it does get a tiny bit darker. So I just like to bring a few little dots of it down my neck. This is what my skin looks like at the moment. It doesn't look dry. It doesn't look cakey. It literally looks like skin, which I love. I hope you guys can really see that my skin just looks like normal skin. It doesn't look like I have anything on it, which sometimes I don't mind having that foundation look as long as it's not like super cakey. I mean, sometimes you can tell you're wearing makeup, but I honestly feel like when I'm wearing this, you cannot tell. Now, when saying that, that means that you also kind of don't get full coverage, just because I still see my freckles, I still see like this little thing right here, I still see this blemish, but the redness right here basically went away. The redness down here is pretty much gone, except for a little bit right here. Okay, sorry about that. My mom just called, and I probably was on the phone with her for like 4 to 5 minutes, and my skin feels pretty set. Now, if I like went and rubbed it really hard, I feel like it probably would come off, but slightly touching it, nothing crazy. I do have dry skin, as I said, so sometimes I don't like to set my face. Recently, since it's the summer and all that fun stuff, I have been setting, and honestly, it's really hot. It's like 90 degrees today, which for you might not be that much, but for me it is. So I am just setting my face. Also, this gives me a little bit more coverage. This powder is from Rimmel. It's a Stay Matte powder. I won't be applying any concealer with this, which I normally would be, just because I prefer the look of more concealed under eyes and stuff, but I want to just show you guys the most amount of coverage it possibly can give with obviously a little bit of setting powder, but other than that, this is pretty much all that it gives. So I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup, and then I will report back to you guys, letting you see it all, and if I have anything to tell you guys throughout the day, I will do updates. For the most part with me, when makeup is on my face, it pretty much stays there unless if it's like an eyeshadow that creases or something. So face makeup, it normally stays pretty well, but if anything crazy happens, I will update you guys for sure. So I will show you guys after I finish the face makeup and the eye makeup. I'm really feeling crazy today. Alrighty, so I just finished the makeup. Now I'll just get a little bit close so I can show you guys. This is with the foundation. I'm just gonna call it foundation. I don't know if it's like a BB cream, like what they're actually trying to market it as, but I'll just say that. So that's what it's looking like. You can see, like I said, it does not cover up freckles and anything like that, so if that's what you want, this probably wouldn't be for you, but if you don't mind showing those, this could be okay. It did cover up pretty nicely some redness right here. It does look a tiny bit cakey, but you guys, like I've been saying, it's so hot outside and I'm gonna be outside all day, so I don't mind that I look like a little bit powdery right now, just because it's not going to last. Would recommend this product if you are looking for something that's, you know, light to medium coverage, that you can put other products on nicely, that will give you a little bit of SPF, that is going to feel very lightweight and look like skin. This is perfect for you. But like I've been saying, if you want something that is going to cover up freckles, or for the most part blemishes, like it does cover up redness on them, I would say a little bit, but I don't really have intense blemishes right now except for a little bit right here, and you can still see them. So I would say if you're expecting it to cover that, it's not going to. But if you just want something like a nice little base because you work every day and you want something really easy, or school, honestly it is really simple because all you do is just rub it in. That's how I got the best effect. I was watching Tati's video, like I said, that's how I found out about this, and she said honestly she just puts it in her 2 hands and goes like this, and that's the best coverage. I totally agree. I tried using a buffing brush from e.l.f. and it's just blended away, honestly, and I was not impressed the very first time I used it. And I went back and actually blended it in with my hands, and that's when I genuinely enjoyed it. So I would recommend trying that. And it stays pretty nicely. I don't have a huge issue with it fading, but just because it is a lighter coverage, I feel like it will fade faster than fuller coverages. Another thing to keep in mind is that the shade selection is crappy. There are only 3 shades. I think light, medium, and maybe medium or dark or something. If you are any lighter than me, this will be too dark for you, the lightest shade, I think. So just want to say that as well. But if you are around my skin tone and a little bit tanner, this will probably be okay, which kind of stinks that there's a horrible shade selection, but I mean, drugstore foundations or BB creams normally kind of do stink with that. Hello, really quickly, I just wanted to show you guys my face at the end of the night. It's Sorry about all the baby hairs and stuff, but this is what it looks like. I think it looks really good, nothing really budged or moved. I like it, so back to the outro. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, comment, thumbs up, and all that jazz. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!